Hi, everyone. It's Jeffrey with message of the day, card of the day. How are you? All right. So let it go. Whatever it is, there's a doubt, there's a worry, there's an anxiety, there's a fear, there's an anger, there's a blame, there's a shame, some whatever, all of it. Um, so this is my little suggestion. I wish I could close the door over there as I do the video, but I can't. Okay. Um, I remember once I had a guided meditation that I did with a group actually, and so the energy is, you know, this is what I think is going on. We're all becoming more individualized and more collective at the same time. We're all becoming more empathic, yet more self-reliant, let's say, simultaneously. And I think a lot of time, and a lot, what's going on now is that, maybe you've done a lot of like spiritual work like me for years. And then this other stuff comes up, and it's like, this isn't even mine, I don't think anymore, or it's from a past life or something. And it's like, why am I taking on this burden? Why am I taking on this, I don't know, energy? So, whatever it is, whether you know what it is or not, sometimes it's just a general anxiety or something, see it as an energy body, see it as a sphere, say, or whatever, and put it in a box, put it in a gift box. It's like a meditation you could do. So make it a pretty gift box and put it in the box, right? You compartmentalize it. Maybe you know what it is. And call on your higher self, your angels, your guides, God, whatever, and give them the gift. Like, you take this because I don't know what to do with it anymore. In a way, think of it as like, let's say you have an old, I don't know, an old coffee machine. And it works, but you want a new one and you get a new one. But the other one still works, right? So, and you have a friend who like needs a coffee machine. So you give it to them. Think of it like that. Think of it as giving it a gift that once served you, but doesn't serve you anymore. I call on the violet fire of transmutation. It's like, once I give you the coffee maker, you do whatever you want with it. You want to paint it, paint it. You want to give it to somebody else, give it to somebody else. You want to, I don't know, make a collection of coffee makers. You're a coffee maker collector. Great. It's none of my business. So it's this energy, but think of it as a gift. Think of it as a gift. I'm giving this to my higher self, to my light, to the angels as a gift. And they're so happy to take it. They're so happy to transform it. And I call on the violet fire of transmutation. Violet. So maybe see it as a purple. And, when I did this meditation many years ago, um, it was like there was more, right? So, like, let's say the gift box was this big, or I imagined it was supposed to be this big, like a big, cube sort of thing, the bow and everything. All of a sudden, it became this enormous thing, and it became like a chest, like you keep blankets in or something. And it was so freaking big that in my meditation, I was in this room and I was kind of getting rid of it, right? And putting everything I didn't want in the chest that like the whole wall had to be taken out. The whole wall. I was like on the second or third floor in this meditation, right? And it's almost like moving a piano. It's like, no, 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 we're going to have to actually take out the whole wall. So that's what it was. That was the energy. It was like, and I made it a beautiful box. It was like a tile, sort of like what you see here, like the tiles that are painted and stuff. And it was this huge like chest, and they were so happy to take it. And then what they do with it and how they transform it is none of my business. Oh, it has to be like this. This has to be the outcome. It's like, no, no, no. I'm letting it go. So, okay, you gave your friend that coffee maker, or you donated it or whatever. It used to work for me. It doesn't work for me. It was too big. It's the wrong color, whatever. I want a new one. Or I stopped drinking coffee or whatever. And then, 2 or 3 weeks later, your friend, gives you a plant or gives you, I don't know, some wonderful glasses they don't need anymore, drinking glasses. None of my business. I gave it to you because I wanted to give it to you. I didn't expect a gift back. Well, I really hope that they give me this. Oh, I'm giving you this, so I want you to say this to me. I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you this. You take it. What you do with it is none of my business. Let it go. Okay. Interesting, right? All right, let's see what the card of the day is. Oh, and the big announcement is we are beginning tarot classes on January 30th for sure. That's a Thursday. It's going to be Thursday evenings. I believe it's 6 o'clock Central, so that's 7 o'clock East, and then figure out the rest. It goes 5, 4. So it'll be Thursdays, 6 weeks, an hour and a half each class. If you miss one, it's okay. We tape them. You get a lot of printouts. Plus, after the 6 weeks, we'll have probably 2 weeks of practicing readings at, if you want, it's not mandatory, um, on Zoom. So it's really fun and you learn a lot. And it's really wonderful that Nancy and I are giving it together because, let's say I forget to say something about one card, she'll back me up, or she says something and then I back her up, and we both see it in a different way, which is interesting. So you can get different perspectives because, I don't really watch many tarot readers. I mean, I have, but sometimes I'm watching one or two, and sometimes it's like an obscure one that I never watched before. And I see them interpret a certain card, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. That's really good. I'm going to take that on because the cards have a million meanings. They really do. And it's about getting in touch with your understanding of what it means. Like that's really the way to read tarot, your own personal understanding. Yeah, it's good to have a framework, but out of that framework, other things can grow, right? It's almost like we're teaching you how to build an A-frame house. And then you're like, oh, I really want a slanted roof. It rains a lot here. All right. Well, look. This is really a card of harmony. It's really a card of harmony in a lot of ways. It's the card of Gemini. It's the Lovers. A beautiful card, a truly beautiful card. I think the prettiest card in the deck. I always say that. Here we are. And what's going on? It's Adam and Eve in the garden, obviously. Okay. This is the angel of light, blessing, blessing. So it's almost like, I give because it's masculine, feminine, and it's about the combination of energies, right? One of the interpretations of the card. So the masculine energy is this energy of doing, of action, right? Of doing something in the physical world, right? That's the masculine energy. And the feminine energy is about receiving. And so it's like in harmony. I give with my masculine energy, with my fire energy. I give this to the angels, right? And then the feminine energy receives. That's it. But it's none of my business in a way. I'm like, oh, I have to control the outcome. Maybe the outcome is better than you thought. Maybe the outcome is different than you thought. Maybe it'll come at a different time. Maybe, right? I remember, I used to make t-shirts. And I used to dye them. And every dye lot was different. I never measured. So let's say I would make like 8 of a shirt. So I'd make 2 smalls and 4 mediums and 2 larges or something like that. And and I sold, say, 7 of them. And I always said, then I have this one, and it's like lavender or pink, whatever it was, with an image on it. And like, it's really hard to get rid of one. You know, it's always the wrong size, whatever. So after a while, I had accumulated one, 3 smalls and 6, whatever, and they were all different. And, there were times I would have a sample sale and I'd sell them for less expensive, and then that went really well. But then you still have, in order to sell 300 t-shirts, in order to sell 100 t-shirts, you need 300, honestly, especially if it's physical and it's always the wrong size or blah, 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 blah. And then there was this big, and it was taking up a lot of room, and it was like money. And there was a big tornado in, where was it? Joplin, Missouri. Remember that one? It was a big one. It's like a 5. And, you watch on the news and you see it. It's like, oh my God, all these people. Can you imagine losing everything? I mean, you have nothing to wear, you have nothing to eat. You have no, you don't have pots and pans. You don't have nothing. What's going on in California? And I had, I don't know, 100 t-shirts, 80 t-shirts, 50, I don't know what it was. And I found somebody who was like a car dealership who was actually giving people stuff instead of giving it to like a big organization, because who knows what's going to happen then. It was like the guy lives in the town and he was collecting donations of stuff. So I sent the whole box. And it was so relieving, because it was like, it was in my way. It was in my way. And it was always in my head. It's like, oh, well, this is worth $1,000 or whatever it was. And I needed the room, and I needed till I had like let go of that stuff so I could just start anew again. Because they would say one yellow small with this and this image on it. It's like, I've had this thing for like 2 years, and I don't know why, but I still have it, and it's just kind of in my way. So I'm giving it away. I'm, not like people sent me pictures of them wearing it, but it was like so relieving. It was so relieving. So that's an example. So this is about, reharmonizing yourself today. I mean, there's a lot of interpretations of the card. Bring yourself into a state of harmony by letting go of whatever doubt, fear, worry, blame, shame, anger, etc. Put it in a box, make it a little ceremony, a little ritual. Maybe you can actually take something physical and put it in a box and leave it on the street, or bury it. No, don't bury it. Leave it on the street, or throw it away, or call a friend of yours and say, I got this thing, and I thought you could use it. That's my little take for the day. Please join a tarot class. All the information is below. And I will get to more February readings later today. Blessings, blessings. See you soon. Bye.